Dear friends, most of us heard the governor yesterday give permission to some businesses in the state to reopen as soon as this Friday, on the condition that they practice safe social distancing guidelines. I'm coming to you today, however, to let you know that Oak Grove United Methodist Church will not be among those places that reopen at this time. We need to realize that Oak Grove is not the type of public place about which the governor was speaking with regard to reopening this soon. Oak Grove is not like a salon or a restaurant. We're a unique multi-generational worshiping community of several hundred persons that cannot realistically expect to maintain social distancing if we reopen. We are simply too many. There are too many of us, and among us are too many who are at high risk of contracting the virus with tragic consequences. Our Bishop, Sue Halpert Johnson, yesterday issued a statement urging us to wait until the middle of May to begin reopening. And although other parts of the governor's speech got more attention yesterday, he too asked most Georgians to continue to shelter in place. This is what he said about that, and I quote, and you can see the entire text of his April 20th statement on the governor's website. He wrote, "The shelter-in-place order is still active and will expire at 11:59 p.m. on April 30th for most Georgians. We urge everyone to continue to follow CDC and Department of Public Health guidance by sheltering in place as often as you can." He went on to say, "For medically fragile and elderly Georgians, make plans to shelter in place at least through May 13th, the date that Georgia's public health emergency expires. Given the heightened risk of adverse consequences from your exposure to coronavirus, this is the recommended and safest path forward." He also said, "I continue to call on my fellow Georgians to protect our elderly, limit your direct contact, and help them navigate the weeks ahead." Closer to the end of his comments, he said, "I urge faith leaders to continue to help us in this effort and keep their congregations safe by heeding the advice of public health officials." This was all part of what Governor Kemp had to say yesterday, and we need to hear this part of it because it more directly impacts the decisions we as a church should make. He advises us to pay attention to public health guidance, and many public health officials are advising that we wait until we have had 2 solid weeks of declining infection rates before we relax our social distancing measures, and we are nowhere near that yet. I know you will want us to do everything we can to make sure we don't come back too soon and run the risk of exposing one another to this dangerous illness. Believe me, I hate not being able to see you face to face. I hate not being able to greet you and talk with you and laugh with you in our beautiful church home. I feel like I just arrived, only to be forced apart from you too soon. But believe me when I say I have truly come to love you all. And I would not be able to live with myself if even one of you became sick because I rushed to open us up too soon. We will reopen our campus as soon as we can be assured that it is safe to do so. Until then, I hope you are being comforted and brought into God's presence with the worship services and other virtual meeting opportunities we've been providing for you, and those that you have been providing for one another. Continue to hold one another close, call each other, reach out to each other. God will see us through this and will bring us safely home to Oak Grove when the time is right. Never doubt that God is with us, and we will be together again soon enough. Until then, please take good care.